Hey everybody, this is Paul at Speed. I'm doing a quick video today on choosing a motorcycle type. So if you're watching this, you're probably a beginner rider, maybe an intermediate, maybe somebody who's ridden other people's friends' bikes but never really owned your own, and you're getting ready to buy your own motorcycle. So what I recommend you do is you go out and rent the one you want to buy. But let's go over some of the styles, some of the major categories of motorcycle types. So everybody knows you got sport bikes, then you got touring bikes, then you got sport touring, adventure, naked, cruiser, and roadster. Now here's a photograph of all these different categories. What you should do is rent a couple of different categories. Rent your top 3 that you like. What I can tell you from my experience is touring, sport touring, adventure, and even some of the nakeds are easier to ride. They're more forgiving. They have higher bars, more comfortable body position for longer rides, and just generally easier to ride. The roadster, the cruiser, and the sport bikes are a little more difficult to ride, and I would say a little more adapt for an advanced rider, or at least an intermediate rider. You can ride them as a beginner, but they're a little more difficult. But again, you want to ask yourself, why are you buying a motorcycle? Do you like to go on long trips, or do you like to just cruise around town a couple hours? If you're just cruise around town a couple hours, I would suggest a naked, a cruiser, a roadster. If you're the kind of guy who wants to eventually get to the track and start doing track days, obviously get a sport bike. If you're going for medium rides, 6 to 7 hour rides, you can go with the cruiser, roadster. You can go with touring, sport touring, or adventure bike. If you're the kind of person that likes to hit the road and then go off-road for long periods of time, or heavier off-road, I would get an adventure bike. Here's my input would be to rent the one you really like. So if you're into sport bikes, rent a sport bike for 2 or 3 days and ride it the way you think you'd want to ride it, and then go out and rent 2 other in the category, just so you can get a comparison, and you may be surprised at which one you want to buy when you're done renting them. But again, that's just my 2 cents. So rent them and really think about what reasons you are buying a motorcycle. What are you trying to fulfill? And when you answer that question, you may be surprised at which bike you actually like, or which bike you should buy. So again, this is Paul with At Speed. Hope you enjoyed this little video. Thanks. Bye.